Avoiding trans fats completely is one of the most important dietary decisions you can make to reduce visceral fat and protect long-term health. Trans fats, particularly artificial trans fats created through industrial hydrogenation, are found in many processed foods such as packaged snacks, margarine, baked goods, frozen meals, and some fried foods. Even in small amounts, these fats can disrupt metabolism in ways that directly promote the accumulation of fat around internal organs, and the evidence for their harm is both clear and alarming. Unlike naturally occurring fats, trans fats interfere with how your body manages cholesterol, inflammation, and insulin, all factors deeply linked to visceral fat accumulation. They raise LDL, bad cholesterol, while lowering HDL, good cholesterol, a combination that increases the risk of heart disease. At the same time, trans fats increase systemic inflammation, which not only contributes to chronic disease but also encourages abdominal fat storage. Inflammation and insulin resistance are key conditions that make visceral fats so metabolically dangerous, and trans fats fuel both. But the most concerning aspect is that trans fats appear to favor central fat gain even when calorie intake is not excessive. In controlled studies, people who consumed diets high in trans fats gained more abdominal fat, especially visceral fat, than those eating the same number of calories from other types of fats. These changes occurred without major differences in body weight, meaning that trans fats shift where fat is stored, pushing it toward the abdomen where it wraps around organs and disrupts normal metabolic function. The body doesn't recognize trans fats as natural substances, and unlike other dietary fats, they can embed in cell membranes and interfere with cellular communication. This contributes to hormonal imbalance, poor blood sugar control, and impaired fat metabolism, conditions that make it more difficult to burn fat and more likely to store it centrally. Over time, these changes increase the risk not only of obesity but also type 2 diabetes, stroke, and liver disease. The most reliable way to avoid trans fats is to eliminate ultra-processed foods from your daily diet. Read ingredient labels carefully and steer clear of products that list partially hydrogenated oils, even if the label claims 0 grams trans fat. In some countries, food manufacturers are allowed to round down and label a food as containing 0 trans fat if it contains less than 0.5 grams per serving, which means a few servings can still expose you to harmful levels. This is particularly common in pie crusts, pastries, coffee creamers, microwave popcorn, and packaged frostings. Although many countries have moved to ban or limit trans fats in the food supply, they may still be present in imported products, restaurant fryers, or local baked goods made with older recipes. Fast food, in particular, remains a risky source in some areas. Choosing whole, unprocessed foods and preparing meals at home is the most reliable way to ensure you're not unknowingly consuming these harmful fats. It's also important to distinguish trans fats from saturated fats or naturally occurring fats in animal products. While saturated fat may contribute to cardiovascular risk in excess, trans fats are significantly more dangerous on a per-calorie basis. There is no safe level of artificial trans fat consumption. Every gram is harmful. Unlike healthy fats found in nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil, trans fats provide no benefit and carry only risk. In terms of visceral fat reduction, cutting out trans fats won't just prevent further abdominal fat accumulation, it can also help reverse some of the metabolic damage that encourages fat storage. As inflammation declines and insulin sensitivity improves, the hormonal signals that drive central fat gain begin to normalize. Combined with other lifestyle strategies like fiber intake, strength training, and sleep optimization, avoiding trans fats accelerates progress and improves the safety and effectiveness of any fat loss plan. In summary, trans fats are among the most dangerous ingredients in the modern diet, particularly for those concerned with abdominal or visceral fat. Their ability to promote inflammation, alter fat storage patterns, and disrupt metabolism makes them uniquely harmful. Unlike calories, which can be managed and balanced, trans fats offer zero safe margin. They must be avoided completely. By eliminating these fats from your food choices, you're not only supporting fat loss, but also defending your body from a wide array of chronic diseases that share visceral fat as a common underlying factor.